Hey everybody, this is Jameson49.
And PrometheusMFD.
And today we're going to be playing the original Legend of Zelda on the NES.
Oh yeah, going old school.
Super duper old school, and I felt this would be great for PrometheusMFD's return to co-commentary.
Yeah.
Because, well, let's see here. We were gonna do Oracle of the Oracle games. The Oracle of the Oracle games. And then his computer decided to explode or something. I don't know what the hell happened. It's
out of commission forever. But I got a new one! Yeah!
Yes, and he's been laughing at all of the Windows 8-ness of the Windows 8 versions of all the stuff that's on there.
Basically, if I could take it out, I did. The only thing that hasn't made this perfectly like Windows 7 is the fact that I cannot adjust the audio for the video that we're watching, that we are commentating over, but it's edited after we commentate. So clearly you don't have this problem as the viewer.
So why even bring it up
I know.
is your point. Please look up at the manual. Who reads the instruction manual?
Dude, I used to all the time.
Alright, that first file you see there, that's both my practice file and my first time ever sitting down and saying, okay, I'm gonna fucking beat this piece of shit. Which is not a piece of shit, it's just archaic.
I think I've gotten as far as lion-shaped dungeon, and that's it. But obviously, through cultural osmosis, I know pretty much everything about this game, apparently.
If you guys were expecting a swordless run...
No.
I should also tell you if you're expecting a 3-heart run.
This is still an NES game, so it's not easy to complete.
Normally.
Yeah.
And I've seen 3-heart runs, I've seen swordless runs, it's crazy.
Seen glitchy as fuck runs where they're like, oh, I'm going to the right half of the screen so that I can instantly teleport to the left half because of wraparound.
Up-A warps! Anybody who speedruns this game knows about Up-A warps. Yeah. I don't speedrun this game, so even by mentioning it, I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about.
We just repeat what we hear to sound smart.
Yes. That's pretty much been my life for the past 22 years.
Same here. only to a greater extent.
So, what I'm going to be doing in this first part of the game, the first 20 minutes, we're just going to be bullshitting, because before I enter the first dungeon, I will be getting the following. Bombs, the blue candle, the magical sword, the level 2 sword, and the blue ring.
Oh man, it's a lot of prep.
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed that people kind of comment about this game is arrows cost money instead of like actual arrows. But then you think about it, rupees are basically gemstones. All he's doing is tying them to like a shaft with some feathers and making his own arrows.
The question is, where the fuck do the feathers come from? You don't kill very many birds in this game.
The moblins are actually dinosaurs.
Now, this isn't Wind Waker. There aren't fucking birds everywhere. Which you can get golden feathers and shit.
Yeah, the rocks.
Yes. Wind Waker HD. That's gonna be something we will eventually get to.
Yep.
So right now, I'm going around and killing enemies until either one of two things happens. Either I get 20 rupees, so I go to a shop and buy bombs, or the enemies just drop bombs.
It's a good plan.
So
that's head back.
That is what's happening right now. So basically, I'm going through like the same 5 screens and shit until either of those things happen.
Basically, you're stuck with us just giving commentary.
On bullshit.
Isn't that why you're here?
Yes.
Matt and Pat, we are not.
Certainly not.
But,
of course, we wouldn't play games like Indigo Prophecy or some shit.
Oh, good God. Oh, my God. And you haven't seen their LP of
I
it
have
yet.
not... One day, after they finish that playthrough, I will fucking shotgun Indigo Prophecy.
You're pretty regular at doing that about a month after they're done with them.
Yeah.
Left
Like
H.
I did that for Deadly Premonition.
Deadly Premonition was such a great one. Quit! Alright, no, we can't be doing other LPs running gags in our commentary.
In our commentary.
Commentary.
As you once misnamed it.
Misnamed it like
that
a long time ago and then have forgotten, but you remember absolutely every stupid thing I've done.
No, I remember all the stupid things you do. I just don't remember when, what playthrough. I just know that it happened.
Yeah. It's a weird back and forth we got going.
Alright, so we have 20 rupees now, and I don't have bombs, so we're gonna go into a shop and buy some bombs.
So one thing that I thought was interesting about this game when I was younger, and I still hold it in a high regard, but probably not as much as I did when I was like 12, is that this was the first video game to really have saving.
Yeah.
Like
there was a battery backup and a save option, which, believe it or not, in 1986, after we had discovered fire, was a novel thing.
Because prior to that, it was mostly either passwords or high scores, and that was it. And even with high scores, they were reset after the system was unplugged.
Or, in fact, you just shut the power off.
Yeah. But this, without the concept of saving that this game introduced, we really wouldn't have portable games. Because it's the Game Boy used a very similar system.
I mean... Not to say that for this particular playthrough, this whole save feature is gonna matter, because I'm using the Wii U Virtual Console version of this game.
Oh yeah, then you can just like do the thing, go home, and then just like whatever.
No, you can't. On the Wii U Virtual Console, you can actually do a thing and make a sort of save state. They call it a restore point, but it's essentially a save state. I didn't use that in this playthrough, but it's there.
Okay, this is on the Wii U.
Yes.
So they actually upgraded that beyond the Wii. Okay, that was cool. That's cool. I did not know that about the Wii U. Because I don't own one. Because I don't make enough money to buy one. Which is kind of sad, because relatively, like, compared to the other consoles of this generation, it's dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, with the release of Wind Waker HD, it got a $50 price cut here in the U.S. Now, granted, in other regions, the price cut, like, here's the interesting thing about, say, the U.K. Shops in the U.K. kind of already made a price cut on the Wii U, because they're able to do that. That is strictly their decision. And and there is such a thing as a manufacturer's suggested retail price. The S in MSRPs, it's just a suggestion. So my next objective here is to get 60 rupees so that we can buy the blue candle and really get things going here.
Right, because there's multiple versions of a couple items in this one, aren't there?
Yep.
The red candle, if I remember correctly, is usable for one room.
No, the blue candle is once per room.
Okay, yeah, and the red candle is something completely different.
Look at me go down the thing sideways.
Gee, I wonder which one I want.
So yeah, I mentioned we will be getting the second level sword before entering the first dungeon. The requirement for that is to, of course, reach the area that has it, and have a maximum life capacity of 6 hearts. Which,
What happens if you try it without that?
you just don't get it.
Ah.
You, like, literally pass over it.
Oh, nice. Damage into clock stopper.
Sure, why not?
Man, am I the only one who remembers clock stoppers? Like
Maybe.
that's one of the movies that, in my pre-TV tropes life, I still regarded it as pretty garbage.
Garbage like muck is garbage?
Garbage like muck is garbage. And like no one watching this will understand what I'm referring to. So basically, in my quest to make every Two Best Friends play reference ever, I compared something to garbage. Garbage like muck is garbage, not like how Ellie is garbage. And muck is pretty garbage, considering it's literally garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Which, so detractors of like Gen 5 Pokemon are like, oh, Garbodor and the trash one, the small one, are terrible because they're just living trash bags. And it's like, Grimer and Muck are are pollution given sentience. They are basically the bad guy from Fern Gully.
I'd like to
Right.
mention that we're talking about Fern Gully and a Legend of Zelda playthrough.
They go hand in hand.
Sure,
They,
why
they
the
both
fuck
have
not?
fairies. If Tim Curry ever worked in a Legend of Zelda film, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty badass.
You know what? I would see a Legend of Zelda movie with Tim Curry as Ganon.
Tim Curry as every villain ever.
Yeah. Just an entire movie. It's just Tim Curry.
Okay, so we have 60 rupees, so we can buy the blue candle.
Blue candle. Ooh, the magic shield.
I do not get the magical shield in this playthrough because it's fucking expensive for something that's not really worth it.
Yeah, you can, like, the stuff it blocks, which are Zora attacks and, like, the eye things and what have you. I don't know.
I
Zelda
feel
names.
that you don't run into them enough to justify the cost, even at the shops where they sell the cheapest.
And even then, like, you can dodge him pretty easily.
Yes. Though saying that and knowing what happens later on in this playthrough, you could debate that I can't dodge them very easily.
Alright, you have the capacity as a player to dodge them easily.
Look, another heart container. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a container heart in this game. My bad.
And there are no heart pieces in this one. It's either full heart or nothing.
It would take till A Link to the Past for them to introduce heart pieces. And
Well,
I
they're really-
fucked that up.
There really weren't Zelda games. There was Adventure of Link, I know, but were there any other ones in between those?
Nope. Link's Awakening was after Link to the Past.
Right.
By, like, 2 years.
Man, it's weird with those, like, early Zelda titles.
Could you say early installment weirdness?
And there's definitely quite a few tropes that the earlier titles used predominantly that kind of got phased out after a while.
Like bad translations!
Yeah. Or
We'll be getting to that soon.
Or the fact that this is very much a lot more Arthurian legend than the later titles kind of do.
Now, granted, Link to the Past, I think I mentioned this in the Link to the Past playthrough, at least the French version. Like, in French, the Master Sword is just known as Excalibur.
Yeah.
Which harkens back to the whole Arthurian thing.
Yep. And that, and it did kind of get abandoned as a theme once they started getting enough games that they could just start referencing earlier games.
And get up at its own ass about everything. And then Skyward Sword was made and was the biggest piece of shit ever.
It's definitely not the best Zelda game.
If you're wondering how I'm getting all of these secrets with the rupees and such so easily, I have a map. I'm cheating.
This is a Let's Play.
Like,
you're here to see stuff get done, not some jackass wandering around for like 30 minutes. But yeah.
Stuff.
I seem to have lost my place.
You always seem to lose your place.
I do. I do that at work.
Yeah.
Which is really bad because they put me on cash register all the time. I'm like, have you met me?
It's like, seriously? What?
Oh.
I'm not even gonna mention that Skype derped for like 10 seconds there, but whatever.
It did. It totally did, and I tried to, like, pass it off as nothing. The joke is he won't know that until he goes to edit this. Oh, shit!
What?
Ah, yes, the overworld theme that never gets old.
Nope.
Even though I've probably heard it more than any other song.
It doesn't help that
in my life.
it doesn't help that this game has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks in total.
I mean, I get that it's an NES game, so it doesn't have a, you know, it's not really conducive to having a huge soundtrack.
Yeah.
But the song was just so popular. Like, I think this song ended up becoming more popular than any of the Super Mario Bros. Songs.
I would debate you on that. Just saying.
Like, maybe from the first one is the exception.
Or something, I don't even.
But everyone knows this theme.
Yeah.
Like, you only have to hum like one bar and then be like, oh, hey, it's Zelda. I don't know anything about music. What am I doing?
I would like to say that I have gone the past 3 minutes completely lost because somehow I paused the video. I don't know how that happened. So where are we at? Because I am confused.
We went north along the one lake.
I mean time code-wise.
Oh. I got 1906. Man, this is just gonna be be absolutely high quality.
Yes.
The best commentary ever.
Mm-hmm.
At least we're not going, oh my god, it's going deep. I don't know. I like how half-assed I went with that.
What were you trying to do there?
I was trying to imitate PewDiePie, but then I remembered I'd never actually seen any of his videos all the way through.
Well, you failed because you weren't loud enough and you didn't scream about rape.
I don't want to do that, though. because my uncle's in the other room, and I'm pretty sure if he heard me scream that, there would be a talk afterwards.
Did you get into my porn stash again?
Oh God, no! Oh God, no! Ugh. 21 years old. I don't gotta hear this. Oh yeah, I think in the time between playthroughs, I turned 21.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's surprising that Prometheus is in fact not actually drunk right now.
Oh no, I've been drunk constantly since I was like 14. It's just.
It's a different kind of drunk. It's a different definition than you're accustomed to.
Why do you think I giggle all the time?
Shit. So I'm on my way to getting the magical sword to actually give some commentary in the fucking game for once. I was kind of prepared for part 1 to be a bit of a disaster, because honestly...
It's not...
This is like, I'm super over-preparing for Dungeon 1. What do you want? And then there's these pieces of shit.
I never understood what those guys were. Are they centaurs? Are they like... statue things? Are they like...
There's a master using this and you can have it. And it's like, how can I master using it if I can't use it? It's a great paradox. But now we have it. So our attack strength doubles.
Man, like, I just got a huge flashback to like all those really crappy Zelda sprite animations from the early 2000s that were so awesome because they were made with the video game assets. And I was like 13.
And it was super hype.
It was pretty hype.
Speaking of hype, time for Dungeon 1.
Aw, yeah! I really do love the dungeon theme from this game.
Totally not repetitive, by the way.
You know what? It can't be any worse than Minecraft music.
What? Minecraft has music?
It does, and it's really repetitive. I pretty much mute that game when I'm playing it.
Because shit.
Blast me some Metallica! Yes, another quirk of this game. Keys can be carried over between dungeons.
You will see me do this!
You can actually purchase them outside of dungeons.
You will not see me do that!
Because then you'll get a surplus of keys.
Well, I'll get a surplus of keys anyway. I think at one point I have like 10 fucking keys. And I didn't buy a single one. Link, of course, there is one item in the game that makes regular keys pointless.
Link has a keyring that would make the Dovahkiin jealous.
You thought 3 keys was a lot when you did the Forest Temple and Ocarina of Time.
It was quite a bit. Well, because in Skyrim, because keys don't have weight, you just leave them on your keyring. You end up having like 300 keys by the time you're halfway through the game, because every locked door has a key.
That's like how in Fallout, pre-war money doesn't have any weight.
Yep. Well, neither do caps. So So in Fallout New Vegas, you're lugging around like 400,000 bottle caps with like 300 pre-war monies, which that's not like individual dollar bills. They're stacks of cash.
That totally makes sense.
Ah, yes, the iconic doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. What is that even supposed to mean?
Well, clearly it's the secret. Don't you get it, man? It's the secret!
Whatever, let's just kill these Hershey's Kisses.
Right. These maps are all designed to resemble things.
Yes. In the first quest, they are, like, animals and shit.
Are they numbers in the second quest?
In the second quest, 5 of them spell out the word Zelda. And then I think there's like Link's head, Ganon's head, and 2 others I can't recall off the top of my head.
Because who's played the second quest? I mean, really? Well, everyone who named their file Zelda, of course.
Yes. Alright, so we will be needing this bow, so, good job we picked it up.
One thing I've noticed about the dungeon theme, though, is it does a good job masking the beep beeps from having low hearts.
That it does.
It's like, well, at least
trust me, in later dungeons, that shit will get annoying. But now I'm backtracking. Basically, for this particular dungeon, I'm showing you every room. Later on dungeons, I will be skipping a bunch of shit.
Because really, ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, seriously. It's like setting the message speed on a given game where you have a choice of message speed to slow.
Why would you set it to anything but fast? I mean, even if you don't read that fast, it still doesn't move on until you hit A, so it's like, read it at your pace.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, wall masters, and in the first dungeon, no less.
Nah, no threat. Because you get the boomerang before you encounter a single wall master.
Oh my god, look at all the swag! And I hate myself for saying that, but, like, the irony of the joke and whatnot.
Like, yeah. Boss time! Dead boss!
Oh, that was pretty quick.
And Triforce Piece. These are our objectives, and with that we end this part, so we'll see you in part 2.
Yes.